Ready?
Good to go.
Hello, welcome to the Twin Towers Podcast. I'm Codizi. I'm with Mikey Blaze.
That's me.
And we are at the new spot, Garden Street. This is a temporary setup. I hope the lighting's okay. I don't really know. I should have probably moved that lamp over, but temporary setup. I'm still moving in. I'm still arranging. So for now, we're posted up on the couch, Tana Mongoose style. It's actually kind of nice. I actually kind of like it.
It doesn't make me as interactive, though.
Well, we'll see how that works
Before
out.
I had to lean forward. Now I can just chill, maybe take a nap during the podcast.
It's better than having cheap roller chairs, in my opinion. So the big move is done. It's still a mess in here. I've done my shout-outs over and over again, but I'll just do them again real quick. Angelo, Andy, Mike, Craig Money, Renee, my grandma, the new landlord, the lady downstairs. Everyone's been super helpful. I got yelled at the first night for having the music too loud, which I knew was coming.
As
we all knew that was going to happen.
You got to test your limits, though.
Right. So what I'm used to is being able to bang beats as loud as I want all days and all hours of the night because my mom was under me and she doesn't give a fuck. So it's different now. Me and her have a good relationship. I went down, gave her my phone number, apologized. We've been cool.
You gave her your number?
Yeah, she gave me that candle. She gave me some treats for Clarabelle.
How'd you give her your number?
I was just like, listen, here's my phone. I didn't think of doing that. I should have done that. You know what? I did think of doing that, actually, because I went in my fanny pack and I had a bunch of them from last week. Do not let me forget. We have to talk about the Chop Shop fight incident. Do not let me forget that.
Oh,
that
boy.
has to be talked about. But yeah, so I went down the following day because I felt bad. I didn't want to have a bad first impression. And I was just like, I'm sorry about last night. I explained the situation. I'm getting used to having a neighbor downstairs. If there's any issues whatsoever with noise, with anything, just text me. I'll resolve it immediately. So we're off on the right foot. Like I said, she hooked me up with a candle today. She's been super nice. And yeah.
She hooked you up with a candle?
Yeah, she gave me a candle, and she gave me some treats for Clarabelle. And yeah, I just told her if there's any problems, just text me and I'll fix it. I killed the music that night immediately. I put on headphones. I've been rocking headphones a lot and using my little tiny speakers that are in there.
Do you have AirPods?
No, I just have Bluetooth Kit Sound headphones that I got free from Stampede. So.
Yeah, so whatever.
Same shit.
Yeah.
Before I let Mike do his thing, I'm really fucking stressed out. I've had a lot on my fucking plate, and I just feel drained. And I have a lot to say about the way things went down with the move, with me and my mom getting kicked out, and the way that whole situation unfolded. I'm very pissed off about it. I'm not going to do that this week. I'm going to wait another week. I'm going to wait another week because I don't want it to damage anything that could be pending. We still have mail going there, all that type of shit. Rest assured, though, Twin Towers fans, the Plains, we will... Should we call our fans the Plains? The Jets?
Ooh. Yeah, I like the Plains because it's so stupid.
For all the Plains out there...
No, that's fucked up, though.
Whatever. For all the Plains out there, you will get the story. You'll get the uncut version. I've been hanging on to it for about a month and a half. I'm keeping it cool because I want things to be fine, but there's a lot I have to say about that, and it wouldn't be fair to not get that off my chest because this is where I do that.
So how do you deal with your stress?
I haven't been dealing with it correctly. I mean, I've been drinking like I'm in Metallica in 1987.
That's kind of sweet, but not good at the same time.
Need to take a break from that, and then I haven't been dealing with it. Like I should be working out and like hitting a heavy bag or something, but that hasn't worked out yet. So once I get some time, I want to...
You're a man of phases, though.
For sure, and I want to definitely be healthier, and I need to cool it with the drinking and shit. I've been overkill. I've been alcoholic status, so I want to kill it with that shit. But I've been having a good time, and I'm excited about this. As stressed out as I am, I'm excited about this place. I think it's great. I think it's really cool. I like the way things are turning out, and
I like the look of it better than the other spot.
It's more comfortable. Like it's nicer overall. Like I like my spot on the canal on the corner.
And you're up top.
Yeah, which I love being up top, which is cool.
Bird's eye view of everything.
Exactly.
So if war broke out, you could snipe.
100%, and I will. So last week, we had a little bit of a downtick in our views. I think we're at about 179 right now. And it's a shame because it was a really good episode, but...
That's my bad for taking off my shirt.
Well, that might have done it, honestly.
Well, it's been 1 week since we did a podcast.
It is.
Oh, I'm doing the lyrics.
The Chinese chicken.
I sent that to you the other day.
I know. The original rap god.
Yes.
So this week, barring any interference from any type of bullshit, I got some advice from a guy at BF who worked at SiriusXM, who has his own podcast, who told me how to get the audio-only versions into all the different feeds, the iTunes feed, the Google feed, etc., etc. So hopefully this week, week 8, episode 13, will be the first, and I'll make sure I upload the whole backlog as well, where you can listen to it audio only. You don't have to have YouTube. I forget that not everyone has YouTube Premium. That's basically my cable. I pay $12 a month to have YouTube Music and YouTube. I just watch YouTube. I don't watch TV. So thank you to everybody who did watch, who did like the video, who did say happy birthday to Clarabelle. It did not go unnoticed. I appreciated it. Mike, what are your thoughts on our downtick, and what are you going to do personally to avenge that?
I think that it just happens.
It does.
Yeah, that's basically it.
It's part of the
not
game.
new anymore. It's not fresh.
Right.
At first, people want to watch.
And 179 is not bad,
No, it's
considering
not
we had
bad.
66 our first week. We still are doing better. So I think that we just got to keep pushing along, find new ways to innovate, get the audio only out there. Hopefully you will make some clips at some point.
Yeah,
God
I know.
willing.
I've been getting hit on.
So shout outs to Pink Calc.
Pink Calc.
That's
I,
our girl.
I give her credit because those were actually really good clips,
our
and it
number one
shows
thing.
she watched the whole thing.
And we're going to have to put her on payroll pretty soon. Because
I know we
she's-
might have to give her one of these giveaway patches.
Honestly, we might have to. So you might notice that me and Mike are rocking the new hats. Shout out to Smashes for putting them together. We got our patches here. I think there's, 2 in here?
There's 2.
So we can reserve one for Pink Calc. Pink Calc, you're getting a patch. 100. I think we have to give it to her.
Yeah, I
Right?
was thinking about it on the way here.
So
yeah.
you can DM or get a hold of me, DM me or Mike or whatever. Give us your mailing address.
Don't DM me.
DM me or whatever. You can hit me up wherever, Instagram, whatever. It's Codeezy on all formats, so that's fine. The second patch.
No. Let's give one to Pink Calculus if she reveals her name.
I don't want to know it though. I like her just being Pink Calculus.
Well, she's L.
I don't know if I want to know. I kind of like it.
I
being
want to
different.
know.
Well, if you want to reveal your name to Mike, go ahead. Don't tell me, though, because I don't want to know it.
Okay, I won't tell you.
The second patch, how do we want to give it away? How about if you comment on the video and timestamp your favorite part, you are entered into the drawing.
Best comment wins of the timestamp.
I was thinking that we do, because I'm assuming we'll get like 2.
No, we
if
got
that.
26, but half of them are us.
But
so.
if we get that many, then those people are randomly entered. If you comment your favorite part with a timestamp, you're entered into the drawing. Your name goes in a hat. And then all the people who comment with a timestamp, names go into his hat. We randomly draw it out, and that person wins the second patch.
Yes.
Does that sound good?
It sounds good to me.
So, like I said, comment your favorite part of today's episode with a timestamp in the YouTube comments. You'll be entered into the drawing. If you win, you get it. Pink Calc, you're not eligible because you're getting one anyway. All right? So shout out to Smashes for making that happen.
You're straight to business right now.
I'm just stressed, dude. I'm really stressed.
It's all right.
So that's pretty much all I have as far as, housekeeping items to take care of. I know you had a story you wanted to tell.
Okay, yes, I do. So, are you familiar with First Amendment audits on YouTube?
No.
No. So basically, your First Amendment right is you can film from public sidewalks. And so people go around and they'll shoot inside a business, and the owner will come out like, "What are you doing?" And I'm just practicing my First Amendment right, which is hilarious because it's so legal.
But it's annoying.
The cops always come.
Yes.
Yeah.
And there's nothing they can do.
There's nothing they can do, but half the time the cops don't know there's nothing they can do.
That's kind of similar to, but different than those sovereign citizen people who think that you can
Yes.
drive without a license plate and
Yeah.
so on and so forth. But yeah. So
So
go on.
are you pro First Amendment audit or no?
Yeah. If that means people should be allowed to do that shit, then
Yes,
yeah, why not?
But do you think they're going to these businesses to
yes,
get? They're
being
obviously to
annoying
get
for
a
YouTube
reaction.
views. Yes, they're going. They know it's a thing that could hit on YouTube because it's going to cause a big stir. Cops are going to come. It's going to turn into a whole thing.
So
that's annoying.
there's a guy. He always says, "Rights are like muscles. If you don't use them, you lose them."
I guess.
Get it? That's cool. So yesterday I run into my sister's ex-boyfriend, and I think you know who I'm talking about.
I do.
Yeah, he actually dubbed us the Twin Towers.
Oh, that one.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Sure. He gave us the name. So shout out to him.
I saw him at the gas station yesterday. He's like, "How's it?" He looked at me. He goes, "Still tall as ever."
Nice. So he's still
still
on that
little,
wave.
man. Dude. He was acting real weird.
You're coming in real loud right now. Hold
I
on.
am?
You know what's nice now with this new setup is that we have visibility to the. Go ahead and talk again.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah. So that's better. Okay.
So, anyways, I was talking to him, and I go home last night. Wouldn't you know it? His dad is a big politician in Lockport.
Oh, interesting.
He got audited.
Really?
Yes.
By the First Amendment audit people.
Yes, auditing Erie County is the guy's name. And he got...
So what did they do?
Basically, he made his dad look like a fool.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
That sucks.
And then he had a couple interactions with him. I get shout out Mr. Mark C.
Crocker.
Yes. He did a good job handling this vigilante auditor.
Well, maybe we'll throw the link in the comments. Is there a video on YouTube?
There is a video
Okay.
on YouTube.
Maybe we
but
could throw the link in the comments.
It's funny how I see the son of the guy, and
Yeah.
then I go home, and how did it connect me to that?
The guy who gave us the name, who gave us our namesake, the namesake of this
His
podcast,
dad
the Twin
got
Towers
audited.
podcast. Yeah, I wish we could find that picture of us.
With the bongs?
Yes, I'm wearing like a cardigan with a Kurt Cobain shirt.
Oh, it's around
We
somewhere.
have sunglasses on. It might be. Here's the thing. I think it might be on MySpace, and we've talked about before how MySpace got completely wiped out. Can't get any of the pictures, so I'm a little concerned that we may not be able to get a hold of it. I'm going to go through my hard drive and see if I can find
I
it.
bet
but-
it's somewhere.
So I already mentioned the hats, right?
That was my story, by the way.
Great story. Thanks for taking that lead on that. I already mentioned the hats, did I not?
Yes, you mentioned...
And you
we're
should be able to
rocking-
see the hats clearly. We're a little worried about the lighting, but here's another thing. So we had some crazy shit go down at what I'm going to call BF, which is Bizecker Fizzarms. And I think from now on, moving forward, we are going to put a moratorium on talking about BF. Unless it's really entertaining and completely harmless, I think we're going to put a moratorium on speaking about that because, long story short, things are getting a little crazy there in a weird way, and I don't want to force the issue or cause any more problems. I think everything we've said so far is fine, but I think that...
Sit down?
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
So I don't want to...
Scared you straight?
A little bit. I respect them, so...
I know how to talk into the mic.
Yeah, okay. I know you do. It's only week 8. Okay, so last week, you remember we called Devin up. They flirted with each other. Then we decided we were going to the chop shop. Okay, so we did go to the chop shop. We got wings. When we go to the chop shop, I patrol the jukebox. That's just my thing. I like to put on shit. I put on like Hobson, Yellow Wolf, Eminem, Big Sean, whatever I can think of that's fun. But the crazy part is it's like a country bumpkin bar. Right?
Yeah, definitely.
So
is.
they're not. We've been talking about this for weeks. How
gonna
funny
happen.
Mike thinks it is that I put that shit on. I didn't really think there would be an incident, but I'm like 5 songs deep. I'm at the jukebox putting in money, and this guy runs up to me. He's like, "Dude, we've had enough. We've had enough. Play some fucking what's his name?
Morgan Wallen.
Play some Morgan Wallen, dude." And I'm like, "Dude, I already put my money in. Like, it's a public jukebox. You can put your money in if you want." He's like, "Dude, we just can't take it anymore. We can't take it." I was like, "All right, well, here, I'll play one song for you off my credits. I'm going to finish my shit, and then you can put your shit in." Out of nowhere, Big Michael pops off his stool, comes up behind us, and is like, "Yo, that's not cool, bro. Don't come up to him like that. Don't run up on him like that. That shit's not cool, bro. It's a jukebox. He paid his money." And like, Mike, the way Mike was acting, I've probably never seen before in my entire life. Like, you flipped the fuck out.
I get rowdy like that
He was
sometimes.
pissed. Like, Mike was really, like, I was trying to keep it super calm and like, I'll play one of your songs, like whatever. I know you're mad about the music. I'm not changing what I'm playing. You're gonna have to deal with it, but I don't want to have an incident. The way Mike came up and popped up and had my back was so solid. And I appreciated it so much. But then this guy's like, "So who are you guys anyway? You guys hockey players?" I think you were wearing a
Then we
Sabres
said
jersey.
in unison, we're the Twin Towers.
Yeah, right, exactly.
No,
We're
we
the
didn't say that.
We're the Twin Towers podcast. Yeah, so he's like, "You guys hockey players?" And Mike, of course, was like, "Nah, I was. He's a Silver Gloves fucking champ." And I was like, "Oh my God, come on, dude."
Well, no, I was ready to row it.
And the guy was like, "Oh, so you guys are hockey players? Oh, well, that might come in handy later." And we're like, "Okay, what does that mean?"
I said, why would that come in
Right.
handy?
Are we going to the park later to play hockey? Is that why it would come in handy? Or are
Yeah.
you saying that we're going to fight later? Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
So long story short on that, Mike basically had my fucking back, stood up like a real man, and fucking punked this guy out.
Dude, I punked him bad.
Completely punked him out. So then I played their gay little song, and then
What was the song?
Okay, so then they played some other shit, and this song comes on, and the chorus is like, "I can kick your ass if you fuck with me." So they were like trying
Yeah.
to send us a message that like they were ready to throw down. Mike would have beat them all by himself the way he was revved up, and I would have had no problems either. But it was just amazing. You guys should have seen it. The way Mike stepped up to the plate was crazy. I've never seen anything like it, and it perfectly set the table for what else was about to happen later in the night. So can we talk about this or not really?
Um,
I'll keep it very vague.
Yeah, vague.
So, about 2 years ago, I was involved with someone who told me something to upset me and to piss me off. And to try and tear apart a friendship, a great partnership, and a great podcast now, and something that's been long running for 20 years.
Yeah.
She did that with that intention, and I've known it, I've dealt with it, and there was going to come a time where the conversation had to take place. I was going to think about doing it on the podcast. I'm glad I didn't, because it is actually a serious thing that I'm glad we were able to handle like men. We had the conversation. We dealt with it.
Well, we and a bunch of others.
Well, so here's the deal. So some people, if they heard this, it's not that bad, but if they heard this, they might flip the fuck out and get really mad. I am mature enough to know that it was a long time ago. I know why she told me. I'm not upset about it. I just wanted to clear the air so that we didn't have this thing hanging between us, right?
Yeah.
But my punishment for him for doing it was that I was going to embarrass him that night in front of all the bar patrons.
And
because
you did.
That was the least, I felt like that was the least of punishments that could be possible. It's like, I'm going to move on with it. We're going to put this to bed. But for tonight, you're going to have to go through the shame pit of all these people commenting on it. And all these people got so involved with the story.
Yeah,
like commenting on what I should do, what he should do, when was it.
The bartender.
How old?
It.
Yeah, I told the bartender. She was like, I wouldn't fucking be friends with him no more because I don't know if you can trust him. But
yeah, basically, I murdered this chick.
It was funny as fuck. It was funny as fuck.
Funny.
We turned it into something funny.
It.
And there's zero bad blood. There's no hard feelings whatsoever. It's done. It's buried. So to that person, fuck you. You can't fuck with the Twin Towers. You can say whatever the fuck you want, unless you do it again. Then we might have trouble. But you cannot tear this apart. Nobody can tear this apart. This is solid. We have a foundation. We are 8 weeks in, and we have overcome the trials and tribulations of people fucking with us at the jukebox, drama from the past, views going down. We've overcome it all, and we're going to keep plugging away. So I just wanted to briefly, I'm sure you can put the pieces together in your mind and maybe think of what the fuck happened, but I don't want to drop names and I don't want to disrespect anybody. So it is what it is. It's over and done with. It was funny as fuck. Then we go home from the bar, and Mike got in trouble.
I have a cinnamon.
Of course. Mike got in trouble. I don't know why, but then he got home. I ended up picking him up. We came and chilled at my place, and Mike, you know the offer's on the table. If you need somewhere to stay any night, you can stay right here on this couch. You're more than welcome.
Yeah, it's just a Tuesday thing.
I don't want to. I had the conversation with your fiance last week. We talked about it. I finally cleared the air with her as well. So I feel like that's not hanging out there anymore. I established that me and her are on the same team. We can work together. We can figure out how to share you and split time with you like you're our child and not cross any lines, not disrespect the family, not disrespect your responsibilities. So again, like I said, hurdles come up, we overcome them. Roadblocks come up, we go around them. There's nothing stopping this train. We are just getting started around here, all right? Mm-hmm. So know that. What else do we got here on the fucking table?
I wanted to talk a little about... Sorry. Okay, maybe I don't know how to use a mic.
Maybe not.
Well, I just wanted to say there's a lot of languages that are in the world, but you only choose to speak facts. So let me start with that.
That's facts. And I'm also, according to him, a potty mouth.
He is a potty mouth.
He called me a fucking potty mouth bastard.
He comes into my house. There's a bunch of kids running around.
Yo, what the fuck is fucking good with this fucking shit,
I'm
dude?
not even that fucked up. You can do this shit.
The crazy thing is,
up.
you could do this shit fucked up.
Yeah, and that's a dream job for me. But anyways, I messaged you last night. I had the studio audience thing. I think would be hilarious.
That would be really funny. I don't know where we're gonna put him.
I watched the Aiden Ross Trump stream.
Yeah, Trump's making the rounds. He
and
showed
there was
up.
like a group of 8 people behind them, and they'd clap, and it sounded like a whole audience.
It's pretty fucking funny. It's pretty fucking funny. It would be awesome to do.
I can at least get 5 people in here to clap and laugh.
We'd have to put them like right next to that tray table right there, so that like
and have an audience cam.
Because I don't. Well, that would be cool too. I was gonna say we don't necessarily want them in the shot, but yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, it can cut to them.
We'll have to give out like free pizza or something.
Yeah,
like Scorch used to do.
Oh my God,
Scorch used to give out free pizza for people to come to the shows, and
Weird news.
All right, that's a deep cut for you planes out there.
Opie and Anthony style. So I was going down the rabbit hole last night. I do this every night. I smoke a little weed, try to get to sleep.
Wow. Stoner. I'm a stoner. I'm a stoner. I'm a stoner. That's you now.
Who is that?
Young Thug.
And he actually got brought up on the Aiden Ross Trump podcast. Aiden Ross said, "Hey, my buddy's in jail. Can you help get him out?" And it was Young Thug.
Why is he in jail?
I don't know. But anyways, Trump said he was treated very unfairly. No idea who Young Thug is, but he said he was. He
didn't have a
unfairly.
fucking clue, but he's just said the right thing.
Yeah,
that's a true politician right there.
Yeah, the ability to I just went.
What I gotta do to prove you as a human?
Yeah, but I was going down that rabbit hole of listening to '90s videos and music in my AirPods last night. And when I get stoned, it like hits so hard that I start getting teary-eyed.
Oh, wow.
It doesn't even matter what song it is.
I had that happen to me, too.
From the 90s.
Yeah, the nostalgia hits you hard.
It hits so hard.
Yeah.
Like, why is that? Why?
Because it's so connected deep inside to something that's so pure, which is your childhood. I had that happen with Eminem sometimes. I hate to bring up Eminem all the fucking time, but 90s rock too, same thing. Like it's so rooted in you on such a deep level from a time that was so pure and so innocent that it just conjures up all those feelings and shit, and you just love it so much. You have this unbridled love for it that's so deep and so many memories with it that it just makes you emotional, I think.
Let's do next week. So this song has never... I cry every time I hear it, and It's so cheap. It's Everclear.
It smells like Teen Spirit.
Yeah. No, it's Everclear Wonderful. If I have like 3 beers in me, 100% of the time I'm shedding a tear.
I don't even think I know that song. I bet if I heard it, I would know it.
Star Wars poster on your bedroom door. Everything be
I don't know.
wonderful. Again,
we'll
do the challenge next week. Let's play it. Let me chug 2 beers.
You'll cry.
Well, if I punish, I get a punishment if I cry.
Same thing happens to me if I'm a few beers deep and I hear Sing for the Moment, the part where Eminem says, or for people who've been through shit in their lives till they sit and they cry at night wishing they died, till they throw on a rap record and they sit and they vibe. We're nothing to you, but we're the fucking record. Shit in their eyes. That's why we freeze the moment, try to squeeze it and hold it.
No. You texted me about that.
Better than any Beatles song.
Better. Sing for, or what is it really called?
Dream On.
Dream On. Yeah. That's a really good song.
It is a really good song on its own, and then Eminem made it 20 times better.
Yeah, but if I rapped over it, it would be the same deal. You'd be like, damn, dude, you really made that song.
I don't know if you could do it like M, but I wouldn't mind seeing you try.
Well, and we got to remember the Thong Song by Cisco.
Yes, Eleanor Rigby. But they weirdly took the violin, so it's not a direct sample. I looked into this. The Thong Song is not a direct sample of Eleanor Rigby, but they resampled it, the melody of it, and chopped and screwed it on a new... They replayed the notes in on a new MIDI... what's it called? Cello or whatever the fuck it is. So it's not a direct sample of the actual song, but it is a interpolation of Eleanor Rigby. Which is weird, because if you hear the Thong Song, you wouldn't necessarily think of it right away. That's because they kind of fucked with it enough to... There's
not many rap songs that have Beatles under them.
I can't think of that
There's
many.
A Drake song.
Probably because you got to pay so much fucking money to use their shit.
Well, there's only 2 of them alive.
They're fucking cheap. Why does Kiss get all the fucking flack for being money hungry? The Beatles have fucking spread their shit out across the nation. You could get Beatles fucking butter to spread on bread if you want
to do the jukebox situation again?
No. So that happened too. I always fuck with Mike that I hate the Beatles because it's funny, and he does it to me with Eminem, so it's just my way of getting back at him.
But I do listen to Eminem in my private time.
And I do like the Beatles.
Do you listen to the Beatles when you're alone?
I don't typically choose to listen to them, but if I heard a song by them that I liked, like I would rock with it. Like I don't put on the Beatles or anything, but...
So all right, Bugsy Malone or the Beatles?
Don't do that to me.
Because you're going to pick Bugsy Malone.
I will, because I listen to it more, but
that's really funny.
I wouldn't pick that, but I wouldn't... Like if you had to eliminate one from music history, I would pick the Beatles.
Eliminate the Beatles?
But I would pick to keep the Beatles. But if you told me you can either listen to the Beatles forever for the rest of your life, or you can listen to Bugsy Malone, I wouldn't be able to not listen to Bugsy ever again. That would be insane.
Let me just tell you something.
I know that sounds fucked up, and I don't want that to come across the wrong way.
Bugsy Malone wouldn't exist without the Beatles.
I'm sure he wouldn't.
Imagine that. No, he'd still be running around.
It wouldn't be the same, though. I give Beatles all the credit in the world, but something funny happened. I'm going to tell a BF story, even though I just said we can't. So, we're at work on Saturday. shout outs to Lori. I don't know if you're gonna fucking hear this or not. I told you I'd shout you out.
I love Lori.
She's amazing. Love her to death. She does a great fucking
Kind
job.
soul.
If she happens to
Cares.
watch this, you're the best. And here's your shout out that I promised you that I forgot about. But
We love you.
I was playing like Alter Bridge or something crazy on the jukebox, and I come out and shout outs to Molly's husband too,
Matt.
Shout outs to Matt too.
Matt's been watching.
He's a real one. So if you happen to catch this, I know you want the audio
Great
only
guy.
shit, and you were the impetus to make the audio only shit happen. So shout outs to you. But the music suddenly changes to boom boom ding, changes to that.
Here come old flat
Right.
top.
So I'm gonna go up to Matt and I'm like, dude, what happened? Who changed the fucking music? I didn't have this on. He's like, I don't know. I didn't realize it changed. I was like, well, I didn't fucking put this shit on. And I wasn't gonna say anything, but then he goes, Lori, did you change the music? And she's like, yeah, I couldn't take it. That was horrible.
I
And I was like,
I love it.
I was like, oh, fuck that. I can't fucking work with this shit. I hate the fucking Beatles. And she was like, all right, bye. So she thought I was serious at first. I was not being serious. So I went up to her after the fact and I was like, Lori, just for the record, like, because of the way that things get misconstrued around here, I want you to know I'm not being serious about the music at all. I don't hate the Beatles. That's a little running podcast gag between me and Mike where I fuck with him like that. I do not hate them at all. And also, not to mention, you're in control of the music when it's your shift and you have way more seniority than me. I cannot have any complaints about the music. You can play whatever the fuck you want. And then she realized what level I was on. She was like, I'm not scared of you. I'm not worried about you, blah, blah, blah. So she was super cool about it. But I did have to at least clear the air because I did not want any fucking flack coming back down on me about some fucking music shit.
It's nice to have fun at work.
Absolutely.
A little bit, yeah.
And the crew is fucking litty there. So it was sick. And actually, so when I worked at Electric City on Sunday for the Billy Talent show, there was like hella Becker heads there.
Oh, yeah.
Which made me really comfortable.
They're
like
poaching our bartenders there,
Sean
too.
was the one who gave me the tour and showed me what was up. Molly was there doing the VIP. Eric was there running the fucking show. There was another girl, Jocelyn, who works at
yeah.
Becker. Yeah, so it was super cool. It made me feel super comfortable. It's like half, and there was a dude from Rapids that I remembered. So it's like Rapids and Becker.
Was it Barback, Eric?
No, he's the one I think who called in sick that made me have to bar back instead of bartend.
Oh,
I think.
I didn't know you barbacked.
So yeah, I was supposed to bartend at POS 4, but then Jules was the other barback. She's fucking super cool too. She fucking carried
she's
me the whole
solid.
time. Then the one barback called in sick, so there was only one barback, so I had to bar back the Black Hole Bar in the VIP area. Which means that while Billy Talent is playing and the crowd's going fucking nuts, I got to carry fucking cases of a goddamn Labatt Blue Light through the crowd, bumping my flashlight. It was a little stressful, but it was really fun. I had a really good time. I'm excited to work there again. It's a super cool fucking venue. I don't know if the planes out there have been, or if they live in Buffalo or whatever, but Electric City's fucking lit. It used to be the Trough. They renovated the whole fucking thing. It looks glorious. It's amazing. The sound in there is sick. Billy Talent was actually pretty good. It was a really fun night.
Billy Talent has a lot of songs that people remember when they hear
that
them.
they don't realize that they know. When they played Red Flag, the crowd went ape shit.
What is that, NHL 06?
Yeah, NHL 06, Burnout Revenge, and SSX on Tour are the three games that song was in. And then they played that other song called, I didn't know what it was called, but Shoefelt made a joke about it. It said Try Honesty.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know I knew that one either, but when they were playing it, I was like, oh yeah, I fucking know that too. So yeah, they're pretty good. They were good live.
You cheapskate. What are you doing?
Try honesty,
He's got a weird voice.
It's very signature. Like, you would never mistake him for anyone else.
Would you, did you walk up, did you meet him at all?
No, I didn't meet the band.
But if you walked up to him, you'd be like, how you doing, Cody?
Yeah, I would have
If he
done
talked
that.
like that.
No, I was on my best behavior.
What are rock stars you've met?
Rock stars?
Or not, I mean, you don't have to go that
I've
high.
met like no rock stars. Me and Creech smoked a blunt with Protest the Hero. I met them a bunch of times. I met CKY a bunch of times when they were actually big. I obviously know Misery Signals. I met August Burns Red. No rock stars, basically, is what I'm saying. I met B.O.B. at Plush Studios.
Oh, yeah, when you were taking a photo.
Yeah, I got a photo. Oh, that's a funny story.
You got to tell it.
So in 2012, I was interning at Plush Studios in Orlando, and they were like a hip hop. Like, Paramore recorded there, but they changed their whole vibe up because they got new management, and they were like a hip hop oriented studio. It was this really nice studio. I wish I would have finished my internship because it would have been sweet to work there. One of the guys I went to school with is like the top engineer there now, but so yeah, they would always have hip hop artists in and shit like that. And this one day they had B.O.B., the guy who made the song Airplanes and We Still in This Bitch, and I don't know any of his other songs. He came in and like demoed a bunch of shit off his new record, and they had like a whole crowd there and shit, so we had to set that up and like move the piano and like get everything organized. And there was this like model for like Ebony magazine and like whatever those weird like Maxim style magazines, but the black versions. Her name's Wankego. It's Wankego maybe, or it's something like that. You can look her up on Google and check her fucking ass out, because I was doing that. I'm standing in the back. I'm in the crowd. B.O.B.'s playing the piano, and she had like the Nicki Minaj, like
Megan Thee Stallion,
the craziest fucking ass I've ever seen in my life. And I had like a flip phone at the time or something. It was 2012, and I wanted to take a picture of it just so I could just. It was like the 10th wonder of the world, 9th being China. It was that fucking insane that I had to take a picture of it. So I pull up my phone and I take a picture. I left the fucking flash on. So this flash bulb goes off, and it's me like this, pointed directly at her ass. And then I'm like, I instantly got all hot.
Wait.
My heart started beating. So she's standing right in front of me. I have the phone like this. Boom.
Were you trying to throw it in the spank bank?
No, I wasn't. You could find shit of her online to jerk off to. I just wanted to have a record that this existed and is this fucking girth. Like, I literally just wanted to be able to, like, I was taking a shot like from the side, so
out of amazement,
exactly, just out of appreciation for the fact. Look it up. Look up Wankego on Google Images. You'll see what the fuck I'm talking about. She probably doesn't model anymore, but type in Wankego 2012. You'll see what I see, okay, or what I saw. So flashbulb goes off. Immediately, this fucking huge black security guard saddles up right next to me and is peeking over me like this, looking at my phone. So I had to instantly like go to my text and like act like I was doing something, and like
you look at your phone like, what the
dude?
fuck?
I got
Why did that
so
happen?
yes, I was doing all that. I got so hot and like I got like chills, and like my heart was like, because I was like, dude, this is gonna be embarrassing. I'm getting kicked out of the studio. Like, this is gonna be awful. It worked out fine, but I did feel the guy saddle up right next to me, was looking at my screen.
What's up, man?
It was fucking. It was one of those hot and heavy moments. But yeah,
you can feel your face get red when that happens.
it did too. I got all flushed and I was
sweaty.
just, oh, dude, I was in panic mode. But I didn't get busted. But if they watch it now, they'll know that I was in fact sneaking a pic of her fucking gigantic caboose.
I have that happen to me a lot when I'm working. Older women will take photos of me. It's happened 3 times, probably in the past 6 months, but 2 times in the past month.
That's crazy.
And they take a photo of me, and it happened last weekend, and the lady goes, "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't ask your permission to take your photo." I don't care.
Whatever.
I'm like, I'm curious, like, why? And she said,
"Why do they want a photo?
You remind me of my ex-husband, or my dead husband."
Oh, that's kind of weird.
So I look apparently like a bunch of
dead guys. Well,
Bunch
you
of dead
should, you
guys.
should wear what you wore to prom in 2009.
I looked like the Undertaker.
You should wear your coffin fit, is then you'll really remind them
That was
of
so
that.
fucked up. That actually upset me.
The dead man.
The dead man.
Mike rolled up with like this gray and black like wake
It was
uniform.
teal, man. I had a teal tie.
It was gray. It was the mortuary fit. Like, he fucking pulled up. It looked like he can't. Like, he had like formaldehyde on him and shit, and like powder on him and shit. Like, he.
Very
It looked like he
pasty.
sat up out of fucking whatever, like the casket, and came to the prom.
I'd
Like,
rather have died than gone to that prom.
I had a good time there.
Yeah, well, I had a good time, and then I hated it because everyone made fun of what I wore.
We just threw some light jabs, and yes, it did live on for another 15 years, but it's not that big of a deal.
It's like the green bean comment I got from
What's the green bean comment?
I wore a green shirt in 7th grade, and my home and careers teacher said, "You look like a green bean," which
Why
I
would
know
a teacher say that?
Well, I don't know, but it hurt my feelings.
You're not supposed to. That's what I mean. You're not supposed to say shit like that to kids. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, and I'm like OCD. Well, I for sure am OCD,
Yeah.
but OCD not in the way where it's like, let me organize.
See, I'm
this.
like that.
My OCD is
Like, this is
intrusive
pissing me off.
thoughts.
Right.
I get thoughts where like, oh, I could just kill you right now.
Right. Shit like
and then
that.
you obsess over it.
Yeah.
And,
Why am I
actually
thinking
gonna kill
that?
this
Am I
person?
going to do it? I hope I don't do it. Then I'm gonna, yeah. It's
but
like,
obviously you're not going to do it.
all right. It's like I could flip this whole table right now and ruin this whole thing. Wait,
Yeah.
I shouldn't do that though. Wait,
Yeah,
is something going to make
why
me
did
do
I even
that?
think about
right.
it?
Exactly.
Why did I think about it
Yeah.
if I'm not going to do it?
I think that's normal on some level.
It is normal, but people obsess over that stuff, and I had a big problem with that when my first niece was born, or not my. Yeah, no. My sister Amanda's daughter, Lainey, when she was born, I'd be babysitting her, and I'm like, I have too much power
Right.
here.
Like, am I going to punt this baby through the fucking
Yeah,
goalpost?
I never
Right.
would.
No, of course not. But you just have those weird ass thoughts, and it's like, why is my mind taking me down that road?
Yeah, that's really scary.
It is. I feel you on that. I have those a lot at work.
Oh, really? About the jukebox
all the time.
song.
Like I had to just control myself. Like I could do something fucking nuts right now that would fuck this whole shit up. Like if I'm like, let me think of an example. This didn't happen, but I'm just saying this an example. Like you remember when I met the Bandits players?
Yeah.
Like what if I just like threw a drink in their face, or what if I just like punched one of them in the face?
You'd be on the
and
front
ran?
of the Buffalo
It'd
News,
be insane.
which would be such an easy way to get
Right.
clout.
Which I would never fucking do, but it just like that's the type of shit that goes through my head because I'm fucked up. But it is what it is.
Yeah, and I'm sure there's many viewers that watch
planes.
this that have many planes that watch this and have similar thoughts.
I hope so.
Reach out.
Leave a
because
fucking comment this
I've
week,
gone
dude.
through a lot mentally. A lot. Yeah, I've been going through it since I was about 15. I went to the hospital a few times.
Damn.
That's how bad I would get.
That's pretty bad.
Am I nuts? I
Yeah,
remember
you are
thinking
nuts.
that.
Yes, you are.
Macadamia.
So am I. Macadamia.
Run it back.
You are, but that's okay in a good way because you don't actually. That's the line between just being kind of crazy and being fucking insane. Is like Bill Burr used to talk about this in one of his specials. Like you might be driving down the road and have the thought to pull on the sidewalk and just mow down civilians, but the difference is one person actually does it. The other person can reflect on that thought, realize how ridiculous it is, knows that thinking about it is weird as fuck, and never do anything like that. So the line is the crazy people don't have the recollection or the ability to recognize that thought. They just pull onto the sidewalk and mow down 40 people on a busy fucking day.
Yeah, that's insane.
Exactly. So
I'm surprised it doesn't happen more often.
if we were insane, we wouldn't be having this conversation.
Yeah.
We wouldn't be able to reflect on these thoughts this way.
Once I leave your apartment, you find me in jail.
Fuck that.
Might happen.
Oh, fuck.
I doubt it though. 'Cause
It's
I'm
not
too
gonna
tired
happen.
to do
Yeah.
anything.
Nobody's
like that.
going to
I
jail.
just wouldn't want to like be like, I'm in a prison cell.
Scares the fuck
I'd be
out
so
of me.
annoyed.
Scares the fuck out of me, dude. Scares the fuck out of me.
Scares the crap out
My
of me.
biggest fear is going to jail for any fucking reason. Doesn't matter what reason.
There's no beer in there. That's why.
Correct.
Or Zen. Oh, maybe
You
there
can
is.
get a hold of whatever you want. You really can.
Yeah, the commissary.
Yeah, like there's more drugs in jail than fucking. It's easier to get them in there than it is for us to find whatever we wanted right now. Probably.
You think so?
I think so. Yeah,
Let's
that's what
make
I've
a
heard.
call. I'm just kidding.
That's what I've heard. But fuck.
Boy, how about SummerSlam? Did you watch any of SummerSlam WWE?
I did. I was so popped that night that I caught like none of it, so I had to go back and watch it the next day. The Punk, Rollins, and Drew McIntyre match was pretty cool because they did a callback to the 1997 finish when it was Taker versus Bret Hart and Michaels was the guest referee. It ends with a chair shot. Like Shawn's wants to hit Bret over the head, but Bret ducks and he hits Taker, and then Bret pins Undertaker, and Michaels like reluctantly counts to 3, and that sets up Michaels versus Undertaker first Hell in a Cell. It turns Bret kind of heel. So like that was a legendary finish that kind of kicked off the Attitude Era. They did some callbacks to that. I rewatched the main event. Roman Reigns coming back was fucking insane. WWE's doing this thing now where they're like severely overbooking their main events. They did it at WrestleMania too, and they're having like 30 run-ins. I personally really like it. Some more old school fans might not like that shit, but it reminds me of the Attitude Era. I thought it was great. Roman coming back was so lit. He's so over now as a babyface, and they've been working on that for 10 years. And they finally got him where he needs to be. Like, he is like the fucking guy now, and it's so cool to see that they finally have someone
I remember,
in that position.
years ago,
They were trying to force him as a babyface down people's throats. Then he turned heel and really came into his own. Then he went away for a while. Now he came back, and everybody fucking loves him and realizes he isn't truly the big dog. So it's pretty cool.
How about Rogaine Paul?
Logan Paul, LA
Logan.
Knight. I caught some of that match. Logan's moonsault was fucking awesome. I'm glad LA Knight won. He came out with MGK, which was weird. They were in Cleveland, so like I think he thought like the Cleveland fans were going to go nuts for him. He got insane heat. Everybody hates MGK and Logan Paul, so that was a nice pairing.
Did you hear the new Logan Paul, MGK and Jelly Roll song?
No. And Jelly Roll was at SummerSlam too, of course.
It's called Lonely Road. It's just a knockoff of Take Me Home Country Roads
Cannot
by
get
John
away
Denver.
from this fucking Jelly Roll guy, dude. Like, we cannot escape his wrath.
He's just such a down to earth guy.
He's fucking cheap, dude.
Yeah, I hate
The
him.
first time
He's
I ever heard
fat.
Jelly Roll, I was in rehab, and everyone got to pick a song.
No.
And this one girl picked Somebody Save Me. And like we watched the video, and everyone in the room was like, oh my God, I really felt that shit. That hit me close to home. And I was sitting there like, that sucked.
Yeah,
like
that sounds like every single song.
Right.
you could
That's like
hear.
the most generic thing that you could have possibly picked. But I don't know. It resonates with people. He's fat as fuck. I don't know.
That's lame.
I don't know. So that's that.
I wanna-
SummerSlam was what it was. It was cool.
I want to do a prank. I haven't done one.
Okay.
I want to find like an Applebee's in Vermont
I'm gonna check our time while you're looking for.
Yeah. Applebee's, Vermont. This will be fun.
40 minutes right now.
That's okay. This will take at least 50.
I want to say leave a fucking comment this week, man. Like, I know you guys hear me.
Yeah, give me prank ideas.
I know you guys hear me, man. So just do it. It won't take long for you to type the word comment out.
Applebee's, featuring late-night, half-price appetizers. To place a to-go order, please press 1.
Not this.
To speak to a manager or team member, please press 2.
Let's see if they can handle my style tonight.
Thanks for calling Applebee's, where we're eating good in the neighborhood.
Nice.
You're not a fucking manager. This is going to be funny. I'm going to hit you out of nowhere at this
See how long this takes. Hopefully not too long. Yeah, while we're waiting, leave a comment in the fucking comment section. You can write whatever you want. You can say, fuck you, Cody. Stop with the potty mouth. You can write the word comment. You can write happy birthday, Claire.
Thanks for calling Applebee's Burlington. This is Sheena. How may I help you?
Hi, I'm actually coming up. I live in New York. I'm on my way up there. I understand you guys have camping.
We have camping? You mean like in the city of Burlington?
In the parking lot there. I just got off the phone with another manager at a different Applebee's, and they said, yeah, call this one. And I have a big RV. I have a bunch of kids, and we're trying to come up there and camp just for the night. Not a big deal. I don't know you guys charge, but they told me to call this Applebee's.
So that's nothing that we like promote.
You don't promote it, but that's exactly. They said, we don't promote it, but you can do it.
I mean, I'm going to go ahead and not agree with that sentiment. Just like if somebody I wouldn't want to be the person that said, oh yeah, you can totally camp in the parking lot when like mall security comes by, because we do have 24-hour security. I know that people sometimes do set up their campers, but that's nothing that Applebee's promotes.
Okay. Well, I'm on my way. I'm on a 6-hour drive right now. So is there another area I can camp, or can I just come in the Applebee's itself? Because I got 4 kids with me.
Yeah, I mean, you're totally more than welcome to
I can stay in the Applebee's.
No, you can camp your camper in the parking lot, but that's nothing that is going to be like Applebee's said I could park here overnight, because I'm not sure what the actual laws are with that. So that's nothing that we would stand by as a company. Like, you can park your camper in the parking lot, but it's not it's not a campsite. So I don't know if it's.
But you said I could come into the Applebee's and maybe stay in there if I had a tent or whatever. I'm not trying to be I'm not trying to be
like a guest.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can come in and dine like a guest, but because we're not a campsite, that's nothing that we would allow. Does that make sense? Does that make sense?
Yeah, I don't know. I just heard that you guys Applebee's did camping, and I just wanted to inquire. I'm on my way up there. I'll probably see you.
Maybe at other participating locations, but we are not a participating location.
So some Applebee's do campsites in the parking lot?
Not that I know of. Maybe out in California, but not nothing that I know of.
I don't got 2 days to drive to California. I'm on my way up there to Vermont. So, all right, I'll run into you soon. What was your name?
My name is Sheena. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does. My name is Maxwell.
All right.
Okay, I'll see you soon, Sheena.
Okay, Maxwell. Okay, have fun. Bye-bye.
Bye.
We're gonna get in trouble soon.
How am I getting in trouble for that?
I don't know. That was funny. I don't know how he came up with that shit. That was fucking hilarious. We're gonna get in trouble soon, though, somehow, some way. I don't know how, but trouble seems to follow me around, and I just have a bad feeling about that.
Why? It was a camp. I asked them if they were a campsite.
I know. You didn't do anything bad. That was extremely funny, by the way. Oh, so yeah, you don't mind if I come and you said I could probably just stay inside if I have a tent. So I got 4 kids right now. We're on the way. It's a 6-hour drive.
She had an out.
She handled it well, because she was like, you can park your camper, but it won't be officially an Applebee's campsite. So like
yeah, we don't promote that.
Right. Oh yeah, it's like an underground thing, like where if you hear about it word of mouth, then it's all good. Like that's what they said to tell you anyway, that they didn't promote it, but just to let you know, they told me it was cool.
Wow, she did a really good job.
She handled it well. I think by the end she knew it was facetious, because she was like, okay, Maxwell. Yeah. You have a good day.
Yeah, no one's named Maxwell. Some people are.
I think she knew you were being facetious there, but nonetheless, I don't know. I can't think of anything else I wanted to talk about personally.
Yeah, me either. I think this is a good...
we can keep it short this week.
Yeah. Cody's got stuff to do tonight,
I gotta fucking work. I'm pissed. I'm pissed at my mom right now. I'm not going to get into that. But yeah.
Take an on-air selfie. There it is.
So yeah,
Folks,
guys,
you'll see it.
you guys know the fucking rules, all right? You watch the shit, you hit the thumbs up, you leave a comment. That's all we ask you to do. Look out for the audio-only versions, hitting iTunes, hitting... The way this guy told me to do it, it should be very easy and straightforward. So check out... Well, I'll get the whole backlog on there. I got all the audio versions of all the episodes. So there should be 8 episodes on, wherever you get your podcasts. We should be able to hit that. If you got any ideas for us moving forward as far as how to expand, promote, do things a different way, we're all ears for that type of shit. We want the interaction, and we're in the midst of looking into that shit. So...
And remember the contest for your patch.
Oh, yeah. All you got to do, leave a comment with your favorite part from today's episode. You got to timestamp it, and you'll be entered to win. And you're probably going to be the only one who does it. So you get a free patch if you fucking do it. And, yeah, I'm happy to be here on guard, and I think the first one went well. The set will change as we move forward. And, I don't know, Mike, you got anything else?
No, I just want to say Kamala Harris picked a vice president today.
Who was it?
I don't know, something Waltz, W-A-L-Z, some guy from
pick
Minnesota.
somebody that we know, please, so that we know.
Well, he started the weirdo thing. He
I'm
started
a
calling
weirdo.
Republicans weird,
Oh, nice.
and they
That's
started
real nice.
running with it. It's like, come on, they're kind of normal,
Yeah.
but whatever. Now I think they should do a. If I'm a Republican, and someone calls me weird, I'd be like, weird's the new cool. It's
Yeah.
cool to be
Beer
weird. You can
pong.
easily deflect it. Yes.
Beer
Shout out to
pong.
Weird is the New Cool.
Yeah, they took the
band.
video down for some reason.
Well, you can't promote beer pong
The
anymore.
MP3's on there still. When's the next debate?
I believe it's September 4th.
All right, we'll definitely take a peep at that, and
maybe we'll live stream the debate.
that'd be cool. So yeah, things are in the works. We're getting it popping. This is the first one here at the new locale. So if you stuck around to check it out, we appreciate you. You got any ideas for us? Let us know. We love you. We appreciate you. We respect you. This is the Twin Towers Podcast. I'm CodeDZ.
I'm Mikey Blaze.
I love you, man.
Love you too.
Episode 8's wrapped. We're calling it a day right there. Early. We're early out. We love you guys.
We out. Mic drop, but I don't want to hurt the mic.